Hello everyone, this is In-Game Arts with doing an unboxing and a breakdown of the demo. This is Captain Code Treasure Tracker for the Nintendo Switch. Now my cartridge is the base vanilla version of the game, but there could be available out there a more up-to-date cartridge version, but I do not know what that cartridge code is for that one. As well as there was a minor size update. It will take you to 1.30, and it just adds a few extra little things here to the game. I never updated the game because I'm usually concerned about it being mandatory update once you download it, so I still played it base vanilla. Now, I did play the entire game, and I personally really enjoyed Captain Toad Treasure Tracker's experience and just style. There was some minor gripes to it that Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is it's more of a handheld, more game style game because it's supposed to use the touchpad functionality in the game where you touch the screen to function with the environment, which is, cool if you play it like that. But if you're someone like me who doesn't generally play handhelds or prefers to just play consoles and just use a controller, the little blue dot thing that's on the screen can be a little frustrating to have it constantly there. You control that with your controller and you just aim the controller around and it will follow the tracking of the controller, and every time you type in the R3 joystick, it recenters the button. Over time, I learned how to just move my hand out of the way and then bring it back in when I needed to use it. And generally, all the levels don't require a quick reaction with using the pointer, so at least its functions is not frustrating, and they made sure to develop it in a smooth way for the player who may not using the touchpad for a quick reaction. It's definitely a more simplified game that isn't ultimately challenging. I did breeze through it and I completed it pretty quickly, but I still had a great time trying to solve all the puzzles and just doing all the levels and trying to complete it. It was still an enjoyable gaming experience. Now, of course, you play as Captain Toad. You're just treasure tracking, looking for the golden stars, and then eventually your friend Toadette gets kidnapped by a giant bird, and it's your job to go continue finding the treasure, but also go save your friend. And which is kind of cool, once you find her and save her, then Captain Toad gets captured, and then you play as Toadette, and then you gotta go save your friend Captain Toad. It's kind of cool how they change the dynamic really quick like that. We get to play as Captain Toad and then Toadette, and then through the third round you'll be able to play as both of them in sync with each other, so one will have levels and the other one will have levels. It's really well done, as well as you have multiplayer for the game. It's generally a pretty good time. Like I said, I think the multiplayer update, will add a multiplayer function where two players can be able to play at the same time. But right now, the second player just controls the little pointer and helps the first player run around. So, not the most involved for a second person, but I believe that update will allow you to have two people running on the screen. I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, I didn't update my game, so I do not know what that update fully offers. But just a standalone single-player experience, I really enjoyed it. The other main gripes, other than the blue pointer thing, is the camera could be a little frustrating trying to find that sweet spot so where you can see and find see in little crevices where you're running around. This can be a little frustrating, especially if you got like more than one Toad running around. It can be kind of hard to keep track of them all with the camera and so forth. That's the only really big gripe I have with the game. Other than that, music was good, gameplay was pretty smooth and easy, straightforward, but yet challenging, and there were times that I was very confused and tried to figure out what I had to do, especially if you beat the level, you'd be able to do a special, hide and seek mode where you gotta find Pixel Toad, and he's hiding in the environment and so forth. Some of this is mostly done pretty good. I did have a little aggravation that he does make a sound when you get close to him, but there are certain levels that you can't get close to him, so you won't be able to hear the sound. So you're just basically spending your entire time spinning your camera around, looking through every little crevice just to try to find him. I figured they would have done a little better on that to make sure that if you gotten close to him, he would make a sound, but there are just sometimes there's no way to get close to him to hear a sound. So, a little bug with that. But overall, I still had an amazing time. Definitely a really good Nintendo Switch game, and it's not even a full price game. It's definitely well worth your game. Now, it's originally a port from the Wii U over to the Switch, which is no big deal. The Wii U didn't do amazingly well, so I'm really hoping that a lot of the Wii U games can be transferred over to the Switch or whatever the next consoles might come out. Because those games don't just need to be limited to just the Wii U, because some of them are actually generally really good. We have the Xenoblade Chronicles that are being remastered, and I would love to see like the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess get remastered remastered to bring it over to the Switch. Really worth it putting those games on here, and I'm really glad that they brought this one over here, because it was generally a good time, and I'm really glad I sat down and played it. So like always, I will leave links down in the description if you're interested in a copy, and thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next unboxing video. Bye bye!